Perfect stitch spacing with the click of a button. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Fusion 360 to make perfect stitch patterns along irregular lines and circular patterns. Alright, so the first way I'm going to show you how to create a stitch pattern is going to be along an irregular curve. I'm going to start by just using a rectangle and drawing a spline along it. Now, if you haven't used spline, it's a great way to trace some of your more irregular patterns. You can adjust the bend to match whatever you might need. And I'm going to create some holes down here for the actual stitch pattern. Dimension these to 0.05 for a stitch hole, and dimension them 0.125 from the middle. There we go. I can finish that sketch, and I can start to extrude these two shapes. I'm going to hit extrude, grab that first one, and extrude it to 0.1. The sketch turned off, so I'm going to have to return on its visibility over here in the sketch menu. It's going to do that the first time you extrude off of a sketch. I'm going to click on that next one, 0.1, and I'm going to make that a new body. There we go, we got two separate bodies up here in my bodies menu, and we're going to make a pattern on path. You notice there's a third option now, and this is it's going to make this a whole lot easier. We're going to select the path, and under extent choose spacing instead. Distance 0.25, and probably need about 20 of these. I'm going to zoom out and take a look. I can just hit the up arrow to get my extra one there. And instead of identical, I'm going to say path direction. It's going to follow right along there. And voila. It's going to vary the spacing of the stitch as it goes around the corners to keep it perfectly aligned, and that is really hard to do with a punch. Alright, the next way that I'm going to show you how to make a pattern, I'm going to start out by making a sketch, create a rectangle. I'm going to make it 4, tab 5, enter, and I'm going to add some radiuses to it. There we go. I'm going to grab a virtual piece of material that I'm going to stitch this patch into, and I'm going to create a circle for my stitches. Alright, we're going to finish our sketch and do the same thing. We're going to extrude this shape, 0.1, enter. I'm going to turn back on that sketch, extrude this shape up, 0.1, enter. Turn that sketch back off just for visibility purposes. Oh, I forgot to make it a separate body. Come back here. Just double click right back on that same feature you were doing in your timeline. No need to hit undo and redo all the work you did. Instead, click new body. Love that. Create, pattern, pattern on path, Grab those inside holes, select your path, select spacing, select your distance, and your number. So this one overlaps a little bit when I do it at exactly a spacing of 0.25 or a quarter inch. So I'm going to change something just a little bit to make it fit. I'm going to change the distance of this spacing. A little too far. How about 495? 494. There we go. So that is less than 1/1000th of an inch different than your quarter inch spacing. And now it just looks, oh, didn't follow the path. I'm just going to roll with these mistakes and let you guys know how to change them. Path direction. That cleans that up. Give the old computer a second to process. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So, now I've showed you two different ways to make your stitches follow right along your path and automatically adjust their spacing. And I hope this was helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments section below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.